Malole and welcome to the Tala Academy. My name is Vaivai Whoraukai, also known as Kātoe Tala, and today I'd like to explain the theme for the 2017 Polyfest. The theme for next year, in March 2017, for the Polyfest, the biggest Pacific cultural event in the Pacific, or perhaps in the world, is nurturing leadership through culture. And now, when we look at this theme, I can see three things. First is nurturing the leadership and also the culture. Three main components of the theme. And the Tongan translation for the theme is Namoa'i o e ama Takiloa, Aki ai Tala o e Fonua. Namoa'i o e ama Takiloa, Aki e Tala o e Fonua. Now, nurturing, there is leadership. The three components of the theme is nurturing, leadership, and culture. In this Tongan translation, it was done by the committee, and I think it's beautiful. It is saying Namoa'i, ama Takiloa, and then Tala o Fonua. So let me put it this way, and I'll try to explain it because there are levels of understanding if you take the context of the Tongan translation. Let me put it this way. So the three main components of the theme is, number one, I'll put it here, is nurture. And nurture in Tongan is Namoa. Well, you don't have to know what Namoa is. I'll get to that soon. The next one is leadership. I'll put it here. Leadership. And they define the leadership here as ama Takiloa. Well, hold on. And then culture here is Tala e Fonua. Tala o e Fonua. Now, the nurture is Namoa'i. I'll put it here. So nurture is Namoa. I'll make this one. Nurture is Namoa. Leadership is Tataki, or in this case, we are using the word ama Takiloa. I'll put it up so we can have a good look at it. Ama Takiloa, and the culture they are defining it as the Tala o Fonua. Now here's the problem. Some of the students and some of the Punakes who ask me the question is actually saying, what is Namoa? What is Namoa'i? Okay, that's one. The other thing is, what is ama Takiloa? Okay, the other question is, how is Namoa being nurtured? And how is leadership translates into ama Takiloa? The Tala o Fonua culture is pretty forward. It's either Tala o Tonga, Tala o Fonua, Urunganga for Fonua, whatever it is, the same thing. Now let me start with the Namoa in the context. The way we translate things into our Tongan culture, there are three types of translation in terms of how you look at the thing, especially the Punake stuff. The first one is the literal translation. And literal translation, you translate the English word or do straight into Tongan or from Tongan into English. The second one is you use a contextual translation. So which means you're using the context of something, of a concept, and use it in here. The other one, which is usually called the deeper meaning of a concept, and that is what the Punages are really about. They dig into the deep. There are two words that come to mind for those of you who are academics and for teachers. First one is called epistemological. The second one is ontological. The epistemological is why we do the things we do and why we act the thing and the way we act and how we do. The ontological is the how we come about to be like this. And because of that, we go back deeper into how we do things. Now, let's look at the Namoa. The Namoa is a translation of the concept. And see here how it is. This is a piece of tissue. But please imagine that in Tonga there is the tangatu or the tapa, and when it's not nothing is done to it, it's still wide, and you cut a piece of that. At the time it's called, not called ngatu, it's called a fetaaki. So let's say this is a piece of fetaaki, and what they do with the piece of fetaaki, go back to some years before, and what they do with this fetaaki is turn it into a what they call a Namoa. And the Namoa will come in all sorts of way, and you can put food there. You can put food in here in the fetaaki, roll them, and then you use it to lui of a whanga the baby. The worst case scenario in using Namoa'i, and this is how deep it is. At the time during the early 30s, 40s, it was a common that when mothers they give birth to a baby, some mothers passed away, unfortunately. Now someone else has to nurture the baby to life and good health. And what they do, in every household, the baby, they have a bit of Namoa. And that Namoa, they put it on coconut milk. They put the drink there because the baby will have to suck at something. Will have to have something to hold on to in order to feed, for nourishment. Now here, that's how it is. This is the Namoa, and here's nurture. And when you look at nurturing, it is exactly what Namoa is. It's you trying to bring up the upbringing of such something into life, into health, into prosperity, into whatever way you want it to be. And with this Namoa, you are going to do that in sickness and health. You do that. And then you nurture the baby, and they will become full-grown man or woman. That's the Namoa. Imagery. Now, Tahama Takiloa. Tahama Takiloa, the Tahama. The Tahama is there is another word that it's called tuhulu, or torch in English. So, Tahama in Tonga, they usually use, the tome of the coconut, and they light it up. In other cultures, they have their own torch, and I think you're quite familiar with that. They use that. Whatever it is, it's not the torch, it's what it represents. And what it represents here is light. And then Takiloa is the Takiloa, Taki is the leading, and the law, it always means the leader who is in charge. The leader who is in charge. Now, Dr. Molden used this. Hiki ayama Takiloa, hulu ai hala ki whaitoka. It's not saying it's to hulu the hala so that you can go to whaitoka. It's saying to hulu the hala, hulu is light it up, so that people may see that where you're going, you'll end up in the grave. And when you end up in the grave, that's terrible. So hiki ayama takiloa, as used by Dr. Molden in the Wesleyan hymn, hiki ayama takiloa, the amma is there, hulu ahala ki whaetoka, it's showing, lighting the way, reminding the people, hey, you are going to your grave, stop, repent, and do whatever changes and transformation that you need to do. And that's an indication of what Hama Takiloa is. The Tala Fonua, I think that's pretty and very, very forward. Namoa. And Namoa'i is verb. Hama Takiloa is noun. The Tala Fonua is what's there, the way. The idea is the leader is being brought up using Namoa in the Tongan culture, which means whatever it is that is Tongan, that we hold value to our hearts, it's a way to train our leaders. It's a way to nurture our leaders. It's the way to bring up our people to become very successful in wherever we are. I hope that helps. It give you a little background of the theme. Now, when you have to do compositions about this, then it's a whole new level. Now you can see that there's nurture, a verb, is an action, doing something, and the Takiloa, Ama Takiloa is the leader, which and it indicates your whatongia, your responsibilities as a leader. You light up and you lead, and then the Namoa'i is done through the Tala Fonua. According to Kunsalo, they come up with this thing that there are 4 pillars of the Unganga Whakatonga. Some people like Eric Samway added to it later, but here is how the original thing works. The Kavegola, we call it the Kavegola, or 4 pillars. It's Whakapa-apa, Tauhiwa, Mamahi Mea, and Lototo. And these are the 4 pillars of the Unganga Whakatonga. If you have to compose something about Tala Fonua and how you know the things using that has to be present in there. So your Ama Takiloa, the Namoa'i, and the Tala Fonua. I hope that this helps us have a clear idea, wider understanding of the theme, and I think it's quite beautiful. So all the best to you all. For you students who will be dancing, all the best to you. For schools who will be starting very early in their dancing, wonderful. The thing is, for us Punakes, what is there really encapsulates how we serve our community. It's all about the children, about their growth, about them making the necessary changes to this new land of ours, and not about us as Punake. There is something that Punakes hold dear to their heart. They don't compare, they don't compete. Someone tells me, some Punake in Tonga, a very prominent Punake in Tonga, once told me, if you're Punake, when you become a Punake, it's about growing yourself. You want to be best at everything. You want to win, and then when you become, and you attain the level of the highest Punake it's about yourself, then it's about growing others. I hope we are not still at the early stage of our Punakeship, where we are so fixated and focused on trying to compare and compete instead of trying to grow others, especially your children here. It's Kater Tautonga from Talatonga Academy. Thank you. If you want to know more about how to do a composition, the haka, the everything, go to the talatonga.com website and sign up for the courses, it will really help you master and grow your arts. Mahalo pito o no fo.